Hey everybody, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. Today I'm going to be doing something that a lot of people have asked me for a while. Trying to get this mess under control. And while a lot of you have big fancy toolboxes or whatever, or maybe you're mechanics, I'm not. I was a machinist before I was an engineer. I have a nice Kennedy toolbox, but it's not appropriate for this environment. I've never actually owned a nice toolbox ever. I have a hard time justifying $700-800 for a box to hold my tools. So what I have is a shelf that my wife found on the side of the road, and I try to stick my wrenches back into the little packages they came with, and it doesn't work, and I do a project and everything, you know, by the end. When I'm done with the project, at the end of the day, I'm tired, so the bench becomes a dumping ground. The top of the bench is made out of particle board. I put the vise on there, and it lasted like one hammer hit. So believe it or not, I would like to get this stuff under control and have a home for my tools. And the loose outline of the plan is that I'd like to raise, my wife would like to raise that bench up a bit for me, and put one of those 44-inch wooden top tool carts under it that I can pull out and use as a work surface and push back in. And I can put my less used tools like the heat gun or the Pitman arm puller or the piston ring compressor. Stuff that I don't really use, but every couple years can go in there, and my commonly used tools can hopefully all fit in this cart. And I've seen a bunch of videos on the cart, and people are using them in like shops and stuff to do their day-to-day stuff. So I think I can figure out how to make this work for me. I got the cart, and you see I really don't have a lot of room. When it's fully wintertime out in Michigan now. I'm not going to be putting the engine in Joule. That thing's going to sit there. I'll clean it up and backdate it, but it's going to sit there all winter. I'm not going out and laying in the dirt, in the mud and in the wetness if I don't have to. So I'm pretty glad to have Roscoe more or less wrapped up so I can drive it, and anything else wrong with Roscoe is going to be wrong with it until the spring. Other than standard oil change maintenance, I'm not doing anything here. So I'll take the opportunity to try to clean this shop up a little bit. Listen to me. Clean this garage up a little bit, get things under control, and so I can find stuff, so I know what I have, know what I don't have. I do need to build another 80 this winter for Joule. And yeah, I'm rambling too much. This is going to be a separate series. I'll make a separate playlist for it. You know, you guys can follow along, give me your tips, what you do. I really wanted to replace that shelf with one of the 44-inch tool chest that Harbor Freight has. And at $400 I'd buy one, but the lowest they seem to go nowadays is like $460. They're $499, and again, I can't justify, you know, spending $600-700, $800 for a metal box to hold my tools and old carburetors. But I can deal with, you know, my wife got that for me for Christmas, and it was like $190. She had stacked 5 coupons or something. So I'm gonna get that together. I'll bring you guys back with anything along the way that I see, but you see I just don't have much room here, right? And I kind of share the space with my wife. I try to, and it's just, you know, it's not working out, so we need to get it under control. I'll bring you guys back when I have like the legs and the wheels on this. If you guys have seen the videos on this, you know that it comes with 2 casters and 2 straight wheels, and that bothers some people. It doesn't bother me. I don't really care. But if you're trying to wheel this around a shop, it might bother you. But Harbor Freight sells other casters, so you can just put them on there. But I'm going to throw the legs and the casters on this thing and bring you guys back when I'm ready to set it on there. Yeah, we'll be back. Long enough ramble. Alright, so that took, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. The powder builds up a little bit thick in the slots. These are all carriage bolts, so it makes it kind of easy once you pop them in, it's actually to my benefit for me. The casters seem really nice. I hope I put this together the right way because I haven't looked at the instructions yet, but I'm pretty confident. Oh, one thing to note, that these are not symmetrical. It's taller from here to here than it is from here to here. Which I determined just by holding them up and looking through the hole. But oh, the only other like minor flaw, I guess, is down here. I really think that these legs should be on the inside, because right now the bolts are supporting the weight of the entire box, which I'm sure they're more than capable of. It's kind of a minor like engineer detail. If they sat on the inside, the base would support them and it would be a little more sturdy probably. It's a really minor thing, but I guess you just chunk that whole thing in here. So I don't know, I'll set you guys up here and you can watch me struggle. Maybe that'll be fun for you. It's hard to say what people like. Ta-da! So yeah, it looks like it goes just like that. It looks like I got it right. I'm guessing I stick bolts in here and go on my merry way. So there's a lot of the hinges, the gas struts aren't attached. All the hardware's in the drawers, by the way. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to assembling this. None of this stuff is tight yet either. I left it all loose, which is just good practice, best practice. So yeah, I will go back to assembling this and rocking out to some Guns N' Roses, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so it's all together. It's pretty sturdy. I bought the side shelf. Go ahead and put the side shelf on before you put the top on, or while you put the top on, because the bolts go through, and I didn't know that. These little brackets go on the inside of each corner. I missed that. I didn't put the fluid tray on when I was doing the legs. I should have done that. So I made a few mistakes along the way, but it's pretty good. I think it's going to work out well for me. The struts work really nicely, but the joints themselves are a little floppy. You can probably tighten them up or something. It rolls around nice. I will say that not having casters, not having swivels at each corner does kind of suck. I didn't think I would care, but I do. So I might change that out. I did buy some of the accessories for it, but I don't really, like I said, I'm not a mechanic, never been a mechanic, never had a professional toolbox or anything like that. I always just try to stick my wrenches back in those things and it don't work. So that's pretty much going to conclude this. I'm happy with this purchase. I didn't buy it. My wife bought it for me for Christmas. Thank you to her. But I'm happy with it. I think I'll have it for a long time. At work, the whole maintenance department in the plant has these. Our assistant plant manager, Colin, has 2 of these, and they all love them. All those guys think they're the greatest because they can wheel them right out to the machines and stuff and work on them. I think it's going to work out well enough for me, too. Like I said, I'm going to get another one under there. I did buy some accessories for this. I'm not sure that they're the accessories I want, but I wanted to start with something, and I didn't want to throw like $200 at socket organizers and stuff. So I threw like $50 at it. That'll be another video. I'll bring this stuff out here, and we'll go over what I got and how I set it up, and you guys can share your tips and tricks if you have one or have something similar. I'd love to see it. I don't really Not the expert on this, but I'm just a guy in my garage trying to do burnouts. I think my UPS truck is here. Oh, I gotta go. Anyway, UPS was supposed to come pick up the tires for Roscoe, and Amazon printed the label wrong, and of course UPS shows up between 8 and 8, so you get to spend a whole day waiting around for them. But overall, I don't remember what I was saying. It looks like a pretty good toolbox. I would recommend getting the four swivel casters for it, or the 2 extra swivel casters for it. And really, that's it. It does hold 1 coconut, so that's helpful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll be back someday when I start cleaning this up, which will probably be later today or tomorrow. And I have some other stuff to go with this to help me out. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to leave your tips and stuff down in the comments below, or any questions you might have. I already started putting some of the stuff in the slots in the side. And we'll see you next time on The Driveway Engineer. Say goodbye, Coconut. Coconut says goodbye.